This is Mel with Succy Crafts, and in this series, I will upcycle, repurpose, and craft straight from the bargain bin. One woman's trash is the heart of another woman's garden. Hey garden friends, it's Mel. Welcome to my garden. So I'm making another tin can craft, and this one is so simple, so much fun. All you need is a tin can, which you probably already have. I collect them, it's an obsession, so I have way more than I could ever make crafts out of. I think that's how many I have. But this one is super simple because it takes straws, and I got this pack. at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if you have a Dollar Tree where you live. Maybe you have the 99-cent store, but they normally sell packs of straws, and that's all it takes. It takes a tin can. I chose some colorful straws, a glue gun, some glue sticks, scissor and some twine, and of course some cute little plants to plant in them. So I'm just gonna get started, and this is probably under $5, maybe under $2. It's that cheap, because usually when I'm crafting in the garden, I wanna make it as reasonable as possible, because they'll weather, in the garden. They'll, get a little torn apart sometimes, but it's so simple. I think that anyone can do this, especially with kids. Maybe older kids, since you're working with a glue gun, maybe not so young. But the first thing that I'm gonna do is put some drainage in this can. And it's as easy as getting a nail and a hammer. This is kind of like a mallet. Notice that it takes, for this size of tin, it takes about 46 straws. So I cut about 25 in half, and you'll have more than enough. So what I do to cut it is I just place a straw right on top, so right beside the planter, and I cut it just like so. And then I put these two together and make sure that they're kind of even. And if they're not, I even them out, just like that. And I use both sides. And this is the side with the little stretchy part. And if you don't want to use the side with the stretchy part, then you'll have to cut twice as much if you don't want to use the ones with the little groove there. But I think it's fun. It doesn't matter to me. They don't have to be all uniform. And I'll show you once again. Just cut it. And now it's for the glue. So I have here some extra glue sticks. I've got my glue gun. It gets pretty hot. Got to be a little careful. And I'm just going to start basically just gluing them all together, all the way around. And I'll mix the colors so they're nice and even. So here I go. So this is how I'm gonna do it. So the top part, I get my little dollop of glue, I make the little dollop there, and I kind of turn it around, just like that. And for the bottom one, I don't go all the way to the bottom. I kind of go almost to the bottom, but not quite. And that's because I don't want the glue to get stuck to the newspaper. And this is all I do. I start at the bottom, press it in, press the top, and I count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. You might get a little, I don't get burned when I touch the glue, it just gets a little hot, but I can take the heat. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you should wear gloves. So I'm just gonna keep going. And to me, this is the fun part, working with the glue gun, sticking it all together. Okay, so like David, my cameraman, just said, it's like a hospital gown right now. You can see kind of like slice of your butt. We don't want to do that. So we want to cover that bootay. Can't believe I'm saying this. Okay, so the next color after, it's blue. All right, so I think I'm going to be able to kind of fit it in there. I'm going to try. All right, here we go. I'm going to squeeze it in there. Even if it doesn't really fit, the glue will just keep it in there. I'm going to press on that a little longer. And I did it kind of straight. And as you can see, if you put in a lot of glue, it can get a little messy, like right there. See, perfect example. Maybe a little too much glue there, so you can see the little dollops. And now, to give it a little more charm, I'm gonna make a little bow like this one has. So I'm just using regular twine. Not sure if I mentioned that in the materials. And I'm gonna leave a little slack, and I'm gonna turn it twice. 1, and then 2. Cut that right there. And I'm gonna make my bow. So how I make my bow is, okay, so this came apart. All right, so this is how I make my bow. So, get that glue stuck on my finger there. Some more glue. Just so you won't focus on the glue stuck on my nails, but on what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a knot, just like that, and then I'm gonna do 2 loops, just like that, tie those in, make a knot, so, yeah, there we go. And you know how it kind of just stays floppy like that? Like, what the heck is that, right? So what I do is I like to glue it. So I like to make the little loops nice and even. All right, so the back of the bow here, I'm gonna put my little dollop of glue. Just glue it on there. And ta-da! All right, so now for the planting part. So I've got here 2 types of sedum. This is Apache sedum jelly beans, and this is a sedum pork and beans, and I'm gonna mix them all up in there. So if you're having like a pool party, a summer barbecue, and you wanna decorate a little, why not make these? And you can actually make them with your guest. They'll love it. They'll be able to take it home. Who wouldn't want that? Like, oh, look what I made. There we go. And now for my sedum. Do I have glue on my hair? I think I have glue on my hair. And I'm just gonna cut them right away, just like that. Boom. Boom. All right. Now I'm gonna get some of these leaves off so I can get some bare stem that I can dig into the soil. And I will keep these leaves, put them on top of soil so the leaves will start making pups. I'll propagate them. Sedum propagates so quickly, so easy. It doesn't take much. And I'll do the same to this one. And I'm gonna plant it right away. And I know that can be a little no-no, but I know that sedum is tough. And if you just plant it right away without letting that cut dry, I mean, there's a little chance that it will rot. You can wait for it to, you can do it properly and wait for that cut to dry. It takes about 2 to 3 days and then plant it. Or you can just cut them the day prior and then plant them. But I'm just gonna do it right away. So I'm gonna do that one there, do this one right here. And if you do it this way, what I recommend that you do is not water it right away. Wait 2 or 3 days, wait for that little cut to actually heal inside the soil, and then water it. But even if you water it right away, it'll be just fine, because I know sedum is tough and that it can take it. For any other plant, I'll probably wait. But that's basically it. Isn't that a cool craft? To make out of straws and how to, you know, reuse a tin can that you're just gonna, you know, put in the blue can. And if you have succulents or any other plant, any other flower would look pretty in there. But I think that's so easy, super cute. Anyone can do it. And I mean, these straws, they're readily available. You probably already have the cans. It doesn't take much money. So I hope that you enjoyed it, learned something new. Maybe you can get crafty, maybe this afternoon, because it's that easy. So good luck, and until next time, bye garden friends. Well, while I tend to my garden, why don't you subscribe so we can keep in touch?